All right, this is the last segment. This is the last segment for drums. I hope you're getting some knowledge out of here. I'm trying to get this knowledge to you. I'm trying to get this knowledge to you. Hey, I got a big, huge question. Huge, ginormous, ridiculous. You want to learn something today? Let's go. Welcome to Midweek Service provided by the Church Sound Podcast. This is our version of tech news with your host, Prentiss Thompson. Have you ever wondered, how do I mic a drum set, or what about getting audio to my live stream? We're here for you. This is tech news, new product reviews, and everything you need to know about what you need to know. Welcome to Midweek Service.
You're gonna learn today.
Welcome to another edition of the Church Sound Podcast, Midweek Service. I'm your humble host, Mr. Prentiss Thompson. And what we do every week, we do product training, product reviews, product applications, everything you need to know about what you need to know to help your church service continue to be amazing. So, in continuing with our drum series, we're going to talk about overheads. Now, I'm wondering where you're wondering, where does the term overhead come from? Is it beneath, is it below, on the sides? Where could it possibly be? Golly gee Willie, because it's over the head. Like the guy playing is like, oh, it's over. Yes, overhead. And what it's meant to do is pick up everything beneath it. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys, know that older recordings from the 50s and the 60s, most of those recordings, it was like two drum mics or a microphone in a room, recording in the room. So that's another thing we can talk about later on, recording the space if you're in a recording studio. But for your overheads, they are so powerful because it allows you to capture the essence of the entire kit. Like the tonality of the kit, how a person would actually hear it, not just the kick drum, not just the snare drum, not just the cymbals, but the entire kit. You can turn off the individual microphones and and run the overheads and be able to hear the character of the kit. Not only the character of the kit, but also the character of the drummer playing the kit. It makes it, you'd be surprised. You can have the same kit, different drummer gets on the same kit. The kit sounds different. Just on the dynamics of how the person strikes the drums, where they strike the drums, how they strike the drums, the forcefulness, the lightness, it's in the wrists and the arms and the shoulders, that they have a heavy foot or they have a light. All these things factor in to the tonality changes that happens inside of a drum set. So why would a person just use overheads? It's just because of that. When you have these different layers of amplification, starting from the kick drum by itself, to the hi-hat by itself, to the snare drum by itself, to the individual toms by themselves, and then the overall sound of the kit with the overheads, what you have is a nice cup of soup. And I'm going to frame it that way. A nice cup of soup that allows you to spin the wheel any way you see fit to make the percussive element really, really, really pop out. And usually the better sounding your overheads are, the better sounding your entire kit sounds. The more time you spend on your overheads and making sure that overhead is placed perfectly and you're getting all the dynamics, because think about it in this sense. When it comes to the overheads, you're covering the kit, but what the other drums aren't picking up are the cymbals. So you can have a 21-inch ride, a 23-inch ride with a chain on it. You can have a 15-inch crash, an 18-inch crash, a 12-inch splash, a 10-inch splash, or depending on the size of the height, is it a 13, is it a 14? These are all adds to the tonality of the kit. But the better your placement of your overheads, the better for the overall sound of your kit. Now, now you're going to ask me, then what type of microphone would you use? Now, for a live station area, I normally would use a small condenser microphone because I kind of want to be able to capture and point it where I really, really want it. In the studio, I would probably go with large diaphragm microphones for my overheads. But when I'm mixing front of house for a church or a concert or whatever, I generally use small condenser microphones. And I think of it as the TP. I think of it as the TP, the arms, and where the arms of the mic stands are. So I look at it in the TP because I want to be able to capture the essence of the drum kit. So I normally will start with the overheads. I'll start with the sound of the overheads to get that sounding right, and then everything is filling it in. And so you're not making the kick more important, you make the sound of the drum more important. So, overhead microphones, extremely important. Extremely, extremely important. If you have one, use the one you have. You have a spot for two, use two. Like I said before, if I had a choice between using overheads and a kick drum, I would use two overheads and a kick drum. Another one, you can go with two overheads, kick and snare, or you can go with one overhead, kick and snare. But you always should have an overhead microphone. Always. So, I'm going to say it like I always say it. First of all, we've been going on. I ain't say Happy New Year to you. I ain't say Happy New Year. Nothing before you get out of here. If you are listening to this, you can now view this on our YouTube channel. So click it if you want to watch it. See my wonderful, glorious face in the glow of January. Do that. If you're a church and you need some help, and there's a link in the bio. It's a free 30-minute visual consultation with a professional visible media consultant. Get on with them, talk to your issues and solutions. It's free. Did I say it's free 99? The other thing we got for free, we have a free live stream book. It's free. All you need to do is leave your email. That's all you got to do. No strings attached. The book is free. Gives you all the ins and outs on software. Gives you the ins and outs on lenses, cameras, audio, routing, editing, everything you need to know. Come on, what you need to know. So I'm gonna say like we always say. What do I say? I will see you. Yeah, you. In the Matrix.